Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Big day today. Got a lot to cover. Before we get into it, I do want to just let you know, I have a light script here, so if I look down a little bit like that, that's why. I got a lot of things to get out today. I got a lot to say, and I wanted to make sure I said all of it. Just a forewarning. Not a big deal. Hi. So it's been a while, clearly, and there's a reason for that. I'll get to that in a minute. This is not the year off. You probably figured that out by now. And there's a reason for that as well. But first, let me give you a little update on where I am in my life. I'm in a new apartment. I have been for going on 3 months now. It's working out really great. I have great roommates, and generally everything's good. I'm getting a really good job here pretty soon. I am living my best life, and I'm trying to, and that's all fine and good, but there's a lot of other stuff too that's keeping me from doing what I want to do, and that's kind of what I want to talk about today. I was recently diagnosed with anxiety, and that's a lot, and I wish that I could talk about it and have this video be like my other videos where I'm happy and energetic and jumping around, but I can't really do that right at this second, and it's not an excuse. It's just that this is a lot for me to handle, and that's why I'm talking to you. That's why I'm doing this, because I'm trying to work through it in a way that works for me, and this is it. So I have anxiety, and this wasn't a surprise to me. I've kind of figured that I did for a while, but it's official now, and so there's that. I also struggle with physical health issues, which I'm not going to get into, mostly because you don't care and it's not super relevant, but that's also something that I deal with on a daily basis. And again, these aren't excuses. I'm not saying, oh, these little things are the reasons why I don't make YouTube videos. That's not it. It's because I can't hold on to the motivation for whatever reason. I can't find the drive to keep creating, and that's kind of where this whole year off thing comes in. I had really high expectations for myself, and I set the bar really high, which is not a bad thing. That's a good thing. You want to shoot for the stars, obviously. That's give 110%, and that's what I intended to do. Unfortunately, didn't really work out that way. I think setting the expectations so high kind of just, and this all sounds super dramatic, it's not really that crazy, but it's important to me. This whole thing is important to me, obviously, or else I wouldn't be here. And so that's why I'm here talking to you today, because I want to work through these things. I want to be a better person, and I want to make YouTube videos consistently, and I will. Eventually, I will. That is my belief. Whether or not the result of that is fame and money and success, who knows? Whether the result of that is a small following or no following, and I just do this just because it helps my sanity stay intact. That's fine too. I want to do this, and that's my goal. And it's not the year off, because the year off wasn't a realistic expectation of what I could do at this point in my life. There's too much going on for me to be able to dedicate so much time and so much effort to this. And again, that sounds like an excuse, and I guess in a way that I am using it as an excuse. It's a lot. Trying to do this, having never done it before, not maybe having the confidence of other people who've done it, having the drive. I have the drive. I want to do this. That's what I keep saying, but I can't do it. And that's what I want to change. But first, I have to drop this facade. I have to say, okay, this energetic, bubbly version of me who's going to upload every 2 weeks and go on these crazy adventures and do all these things, and that's not me. Who I am is a 19-year-old who is living on his own, well, kind of, going to school, not at the moment, I'm a young person and I have a lot to do. I have to work, I have to live, I have to be social, I have to take care of myself, and I have to be true to myself in order for all of that to work out. And that can't be accomplished if I'm not holding myself to that standard, where the bar is high. It's not too high that I can't reach it, it's not too low that it's not a challenge, I guess. I don't know if any of this makes sense. This whole video might just be me rambling. It might not make any sense to you. If so, sorry? It's my channel, I can post whatever I want. Get out of here. But really, I want to do this, but I want to do it my way. And this is, I'm talking about YouTube right now, but I want to apply this to my life as a whole too. And I want those two to work together eventually. This isn't going to happen right away. I'm not going to make this video and be like, okay, see you next week, I'm going to start doing this again. It doesn't work that way. I want to do this in a way that's going to work for me, where I can be consistent with it, where I can post on a reliable schedule, where I can make the content that I want to make. And that is the goal that I'm working towards. So, with that said, I have started making improvements in my life fairly recently, because I've been in a hole for a little while, and it's really hard to admit that to the camera, to YouTube, whatever, to whoever's watching. It's hard, but I have made progress in the right direction, which feels really good. I've started working out regularly, which if you follow me on my Snapchat, you will know that, because I post about it a lot, and I'm not ashamed of that. I have started eating better, my diet's getting better, I am getting the nutrients that I need that I wasn't getting before, I am getting out more, I'm getting a better job, I quit the job that I didn't like, because why stay in a job that you don't like? For money? Yeah, but if you can do it, if you can get out, then get out, because you're gonna be better off for it. And the other really big thing that I wanna do is I wanna start fresh on social media. Now, I am a big believer that social media can be a very good thing, and that it can also be more bad than good. And it's pretty evident if you followed any of the news in the past 4 years, you'll see examples of both sides of this. You know, it can create good movements and things like that, but honestly, it can be pretty toxic. And for me personally, I've noticed that my social feeds weren't having a good effect on my mental health. And so I kind of started by just weaning off of social media, which has been okay so far, and I've done fairly well. I never had a big problem with it, but it's been a bit of an issue, and it puts a drag on my mental health. And so I started by, not using it as much, and now I want to take that even further and just say, okay, I'm gonna start fresh. So what I'm gonna do, by the time this video is posted, this will be all completed, but I'm going to create new profiles, new Twitter, new Instagram, new Snapchat, new username, and I'll put that I'll put it right here. That was cheesy. But yes, I'm gonna start fresh, new everything, and that's good, because sometimes you just need a fresh start, especially online. So I'm just gonna clean slate, and we're gonna go from there. So that's also really exciting. I'm excited for that. For new followers, for the people that I already know are gonna be there, my friends and family who have supported me along this journey already. I gotta give a huge shout out to them, my roommates, Macy, Bailey, and Kaylee, for always being there for me, my best friends, my family, everybody who supported me thus far, and hopefully some new ones along the way as we move forward, as I move forward, but as hopefully you move forward with me. It's really important to have that support behind you when you're working on things that you're passionate about, and I'm lucky enough to have that support system behind me, and now it's my turn. I just need to do it. I just need to get out there and start making the content that I want to make on my schedule. So that's what I'm gonna do. From here on out, no expectations, I'm just kidding. I'm going to post when I want and what I want, and I'm not gonna let myself be constrained by what people think of me. I'm not gonna worry about people's opinions of me. I can't let that drag me down, because why would you? And I'm also going to not let myself be confined by the genres of videos that, you know, you see the reactions or you see the, you know, whatever. I want to make the content that I want to make, and on any given day that could be a different thing. And I don't want to just be like, oh, I'm going to make a bi-weekly YouTube series where I just do cool stuff outside. Like, that's not what I want, because I have videos in my head, I have ideas in my head rather, where I am at my desk and I'm talking about something, or I'm outside, or I'm taking a hike, or I'm, you know, thinking about whatever. I don't want to be confined within one genre, and so I'm not gonna let myself do that. And there you go. So that's the basic rundown of what I wanted to get off my chest. I'm sure I missed some things, even though I have my handy dandy little note here with all my stuff on it. I'm sure I still missed things, but I will see you guys on social media, and I'll see you back here too. That's a promise. I don't know when that'll be. That's kind of the point of this. I don't know yet, but I'm on the right track. So yeah, hopefully you're along for the journey with me. I think that's all I have to say. Be sure to subscribe if you want to, and if you don't want to, then do it anyway. It's your life, but leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment on anything. Tell me anything. Anything at all. Tell me about your day. Alright guys, thanks for listening. I'll see you soon, and bye.